The DA is considering to take legal actions against the Minister of Employment and Labour, Nomakhosazana Meth, after she announced that she would be amping up the inspectors in her department. Dumela Kazi, welcome back to the cafe. Libitso la ka KK. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are returning Sabi, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. Make sure you don't leave without subscribing, and also make sure you comment down below with your own views and opinions, and also please do like this video at the end if you enjoyed it. And also please make sure you don't come for me because I'm sitting in a different scenery. I thought I should give you that information. I'm sitting in a different scenery, different background, different everything. I'm still in my home. I'm just not in my workshop. I just wanted a bit of inspiration, a bit of greenery in front of me, because in my workshop everything is just closed. So that's why I'm sitting here, and it's very hot in Cape Town. It's a beautiful weather. So I wanted to just look out while I'm doing this video. And I kind of like it because obviously I'm just feeling like I'm sitting on my couch and I am actually having a conversation with someone in front of me, even though it is a camera in front of me. But it feels like I'm sitting and having a conversation with someone. And I kind of like it. I don't know, it's because of my workshop having a bar stool, because my table is a bit elevated, or what. But for now, I'm comfortable. So without wasting any more time, let's just get into this DA mess, because there's this article I just need to share with you. Let's get into it. So this is what this article says from, I'm not sure where's this article, because it's an email from me. I think it is an article from whatever. I don't know. I will just, maybe it's highlighted somewhere. I don't know. But anyway, the Democratic Alliance has opposed the recent announcement by Employment and Labour Minister Nomakhosazana Meth to appoint an additional 20,000 inspectors tasked with enforcing race-based compliance under the Employment Equity Act. Firstly, maybe someone is asking, what is Employment Equity Act? We need to just like a small passage, just read a small passage on what it is when they say Employment Equity Act. I'm just gonna read a small amount of it here. Okay, the Employment Equity Act EEA number 55 of 1998 aims to achieve equity in workplace by promoting equal opportunity and fair treatment in employment through elimination of unfair discrimination and implementing affirmative action measures to redress the disadvantages in employment experienced by designated groups. I'm gonna cut it over there. You understand what it is. If you would like to learn more about the Equity Act, you can go to the Department of Labor website, and also you can tell me on the comment section if you'd like me to actually give you the actual link in order for you to go and read everything, because if we read that on this video, it will take me an hour or so or something, because it's like 25 to 55 pages of the explanation of the Equity Act, Employment Equity Act. But anyway, let's go through this article. Meth said she wanted to scale up the number of inspectors from 2,000 to 20,000 to ensure business compliance with labor laws. What is the problem? That is what I need to know from the DA. What is the problem? Why are you having a problem when a minister is doing her job? This is her job. She's supposed to actually enforce the law according to the Equity Act, according to whatever that she's trying to do with the inspectors. That is the reason why we having the businesses doing whatever they like in this country, it is because there is no accountability. And at this point of time, I feel like the minister is actually doing what she's doing right now to be accountable and also to actually enforce the law. The reason why we die because we consumed something from these stores and stuff like that, it's because there is no law that is enforced. The businesses are doing whatever they want. The reason why we get sick because we consumed things from these businesses, it's because no one is responsible enough to inspect these businesses. The reason why the businesses are underpaying their people, they are also employing illegal immigrants, employing people illegally. It's because of there is no one responsible. And now, Nomakhosazana Meth is doing the job. The DA doesn't like it because it's going to hinder them from employing the way that they like, from doing whatever they like. Whatever. But anyway, who's voting for DA? I need to know who's voting for DA, and also, are you happy? Are you happy with your vote? I know that sometimes I do agree with things that the DA says, not because they are white, not because people are saying that they're white party and they're credible and all of those things, but because sometimes they do speak sense. And sometimes for me, it doesn't make sense. And at this point of time, I feel like it doesn't make sense. And who's giving the DA this huge money to always go to court or legal actions and whatever? It's the same question that I always ask with the EFF. This energy that you guys have and this money that you guys have to go to courts all the time, where do you get it? Because I need it in my daily life. Anyway, the expansion, according to Meth, is planned to medium-term expenditure framework period and will enhance the department's ability to conduct thorough audits and inspection across the country, which is good. This move, according to the DA, represents a significant misallocation of resources and perpetuates outdated classifications from South Africa's apartheid past. Wow, the DA is talking about the apartheid system. Isn't it the same DA that says, move on, you need to move on, we need to live now, and this and this and that? Stop talking about the apartheid. We are no longer in the apartheid era. We were born now, and blah, 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 blah. It's the same DA. Now, because it suits them, they are talking about the apartheid. Shall we move away from the apartheid DA? We are tired of hearing that. Things have been implemented. This Equity Act has been in our legal or in our system throughout. It just was dormant, or it was not as popular as it is online because there's someone who's working in the Department of Employment and Labor. You should have fought for this whole thing to be removed long time ago, not now. Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. But anyway, Michael Bragrame, the DA spokesperson on employment and labor, expressed concern over the describes as a regressive step towards race-based categorization. This initiative is blatant misuse of government power aimed at imposing arbitrary numerical targets, he said. Such measures threaten to stifle economic growth and exacerbates the unemployment and cost of living crisis we currently face. This sounds like it sounds like it's Helen Ziller speaking. It doesn't sound like someone else. It sounds like it's Helen Ziller. He speaks something that was written by Helen Ziller. We all know that Helen Ziller was a journalist, so she's a writer by nature, obviously. So the spokesperson is saying Helen Ziller's words over here. He is saying over the same things that Helen Ziller would say. Bargrain said the DA is currently preparing legal arguments for ongoing court case aiming to declare the Employment Equity Act and its race quotas unconstitutional and unlawful. You know what? Do that, guys. Do that. It's good for you. It's gonna work out for you. We don't know how long you will keep up with all that. Drawing on past victories, the party is determined to push for the complete abolition of what they term the Race Quotas Act. We are emboldened by our previous victories and will continue to fight until the ANC is forced to scrap the Race Quotas Act completely. Okay. Furthermore, the South African Human Rights Commission has already highlighted inconsistencies in the EEA's definition of the designated groups, pointing out that it conflicts with both constitutional and international law, he said. The DA argued that rather than facilitating genuine transformation, the initiative could lead to increase bureaucratic inefficiencies and economic stagnation. In alignment with party's manifesto, Bargrain said the DA advocates for a non-racial merit-based economy. They urged the minister to consider the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals as a framework for promotion socio-economic development. In a recent parliamentary session, Bargrain directly questioned Meth on whether she had considered this approach. Bargrain noted that her disheartening response was a firm no, which indicates a troubling lack of vision for more effective and inclusive strategies. You know what? I hate to side with the ANC. At this point of time, I hate to side with the ANC, and unfortunately, I am with the actual Department of Employment and Labor, not because of the employment equity, but because of her enforcing the law, enforcing the law. She is supposed to do that until the department until the government of South Africa has abolished this law. She's supposed to uphold the law and she's supposed to act accordingly, right? That's what she's supposed to do. Nothing else that will change what she's supposed to do. Yes, they can go to court, they can do whatever, they can remind us about the laws that were during apartheid, but at this point of time, the number 55 of 1998 Equity Act should apply. I understand that I wouldn't like, for example, if I would go out and look for a job and get a job because I'm black, not getting a job because I am capable, because I hate it when I am doing something and I am given that something because I am black, or I'm given that something because of I'm a bit of a light-skinned person, like the the light skin privileges and all of those things. I want to get, or I want to win, I want to get something on merit. I don't want to get it because I'm black. So that part, I do hate it. I do want to get things by merit. That's me. If it's not merit to me, it's not right. I'd rather fail in something because I was not properly trained or I was not ready for it than to get it while I am not really ready to actually get that certain thing. I am for the people should get jobs based on their qualifications, based on their readiness for that job, based on their experiences within that job, not because of they are black, not because of a certain tribe and all of those things, or they come from a certain place. I want to see people get jobs. I want to see people get jobs based on merit, not just get jobs because of they are black and all of those things. We understand that some of the laws that were implemented in South Africa, they were implemented to make sure that people are getting jobs based on to bridge the inequality that is happening in South Africa. And also on top of that, there are companies that are still not giving people jobs because they are black, because they are colored, because they are white and whatever. There are still those companies that are doing that, and that needs to end. That is what the Minister of Employment and Labor should be focusing on, because we cannot have a South Africa 30 years later. Higher positions are only held by certain individuals, and also some companies are clearly stating that we want this particular race, whereas there are people who are qualifying to do that job. And as far as I'm concerned, if the law says that the company should have this, there must be a transformation in the company, the law should be actually followed by these companies. I know in Cape Town, especially in Stellenbosch, there are certain companies that I'm not going to mention. When I was still a student and I'm seeking for a job, obviously when I was a student, I wanted to make a bit of extra cash in my pocket, because I'm from a family that is of very previously disadvantaged family. So I had to I wanted to have money to do certain things that I couldn't do because there was no money that was coming to me from my family and stuff like that. So these companies would say, we are looking for white African speaking people, white African speaking people. They wouldn't say we are looking for African speaking people, but white African speaking people. That is definitely not supposed to happen, and that should not be the case. You need to seek for people that are capable to do the job, not people that are capable to do the job and they should have a certain look. They should be white, they should be black, they should be all of those things. Those laws, yes, they should be changed over time, but we still have inequality. We still have companies that have men as the managers, the directors, and all of those things, and women are just down there. We still have companies that have only white people working for that company over above a certain certain class, like manager, CEO, and whatever. They are white, and just agents who are doing the bare minimum or whatever, they are black. That doesn't mean that black people in South Africa are not capable, and those are the things that needs to be rectified in some companies. And also, I make these examples so that people can understand that sometimes it's not about fighting the racial division in South Africa, it's about enforcing the law. And if the law says that this has to happen like this, then that's the law. we should abide by the law. Anyway, thank you so much for watching till this far. Please do make sure to subscribe. Make sure you comment down below with your own views. What do you think about this topic? And also, please make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. I'll see you on my next upload. Have a fantastic one. Peace.